All right, guys, so here we have my parents' Subaru Forester, on which we applied the APEX Surface Protection Metal Oxide Coating about a year ago. So we're about to do the maintenance wash on it. So it's been through the entire 4 seasons, including the Canadian winters. Other than just a regular wash, my dad didn't really do anything to it. So we're gonna see how well it survived. We're going to apply a topper on it today. Hopefully the properties are still intact. So he washes it, I think, maybe once or twice a month. Never during winter, because he can't do it in the garage where he lives, unfortunately. But it looks not too bad for now. So let's go ahead and do the steps. So we applied the BILT HAMBER Touchless pH 12 snow foam, so at a 5% PIR or panel impact ratio, so the highest concentration to get rid of some of that traffic film, road grime, accumulated road salts and all that from the winter months. So we're going to let that dwell a few minutes on the surface. We applied the snow foam dry on the paint, by the way, and I have a video on that if you guys are interested. Is it good to pre-rinse first and then apply the snow foam, or apply the snow foam on dry paint? The results are quite shocking for a few, so go check that out. So we're going to let that dwell and then move on to rinse and do the hand wash. All right, guys, so the snow foam stage is finished. Before we do the hand wash, we're going to look at the initial hydrophobics. If you know anything about watching my videos, you know that the hand wash is still needed to restore the rest of the hydrophobics during a maintenance wash. But let's have a look at what the hydrophobics look at now after the snow foam. Okay, so we are getting some sheeting. There's a little bit of beading, but something tells me that the pores obviously are still clogged. So we're gonna remove all of that stuff. So when you think your coating is dead after the snow foam stage, that's not the case. You just need to continue on with a mechanical contact wash. So mechanical agitation is what's needed. Let's have a look at vertical panels here so we can see the before and after when we're done with the hand washing stage later on. So as is typical with coatings, we have okay beading up top, decent sheeting, but on the lower parts, the water is still slow to sheet off. So that's what the maintenance wash or the hand wash will do. And for this purpose, we're going to use CARPRO DESCALE to remove any mineral buildup, of course, any hard water deposits, any potential water spotting as well. So basically all the minerals that are left behind, because my parents don't have deionized water like I do to wash cars. So let's move on to the hand wash. Okay, guys, so even though this is not a full-blown spring maintenance tutorial, as in my previous 2 spring maintenance tutorial videos, we always learn something when watching my videos. So as I'm hand washing this with CARPRO DESCALE, I want to show you what the effect is when you're starting to restore the hydrophobic properties. So as you can hopefully tell here, you can see that the suds are already being like bubbled up. You let it dwell, by the way, descale on the surface for a few minutes, but never let it dry, right? So be careful if you work outside. But look, as I have the mitt loaded with shampoo, as you're doing the agitation, you're gonna see some areas like here, you see that? Where the coating is actually fighting the water and suds. So it's happening all over the place now. So this is where you're really declogging or unclogging the ceramic coating pores. And this is how we're helping to restore the hydrophobic properties. So the same thing, if we look here on the hood, as I'm gliding my mitt with the shampoo over this, you can already tell. We put that aside there. So you see that? This is where the coating is fighting the shampoo off. So this is happening all over the place. And this means the coating, thankfully, still seems to be super alive and well. So what we're gonna do live right now, even though my hand is full of suds, we're gonna start rinsing this and see the hydrophobics compared to what we had before the hand wash, right? So vertical panel, look at how quickly that water sheets off now. We have nice water beading and water sheeting. So let's do that one more time. And look at that sheet of water now. Very, very quick to dissipate, and boom. So this section here is almost dry only with using water. And let's have a close-up here. The water droplets are nice, round, and tight. So my dad is 76 years old now. Of course, he's long retired. He doesn't necessarily have a passion for detailing. So I told him to apply a silica spray sealant every 2 to 3 months to maintain it, as I always recommend to my viewers who have ceramic coatings or graphene coatings. He obviously did not do that, but hey, listen, at least he was washing it every now and then whenever he can, and he has me. He's done so much for me in my life, so I like to take care of his vehicle, and I'm happy to report that the APEX coating there, their metal oxide coating, is working fantastically well. So boom. Now let's see on the horizontal panel. And same thing here. We have beautiful water droplets, water beads. So even with the very little maintenance that the coating had, we were able to restore it, thankfully, because I put a lot of hours in to apply this and make this better than new for my parents. And now they're going to get to enjoy the hydrophobic properties once again. And hopefully he gets to start enjoying detailing it a lot more, right? And apply some form of sealant. If not, hey, whatever, I'll take care of it for him whenever I can. And look at the sheeting. There we go. One more time. And there we go. Again, very, very nice water beading, and more importantly for them, water sheeting. That way the vehicle is a lot quicker to dry off and they're not going to have as much water spotting. I'm going to apply the APEX REHYDRA-SHEET topper for them. So this one here, because he has both maintenance products. So you have one that is the beading for those who love beads like I do, great gloss rehydra-bead. And this one here is REHYDRA-SHEET for those of you who like a sheeting type sealant. So great for maintenance. That's what I'm going to be applying for my parents. So let me rinse this off. Next is the iron removal stage. All right, so the iron removing stage, we used CARPRO Iron X, one of my favorite iron removers. So the vehicle in a year of ownership only has 7,400 kilometers, which is roughly 4,600 miles. So obviously they're retired, my parents, they don't do much mileage. It's maybe hard to tell on dark paint, but I don't see much bleeding or color change. Maybe a few spots here and there, like right here. If you can tell that purple speck. There are a few on the hood. See another one here, another one there. So a visual indicator that there's the chemical reaction that's happening to help loosen up those iron particles. On the wheels, I don't see much bleeding either. So yeah, very little contamination, which is always a good thing. Ideally, you don't want much, but that's what the iron remover is there for, to take care of all that stuff. I see, yeah, here, this is typical. You see the license plate in the rear of the vehicle. This has more of those iron deposits, so that's more purple. So you'll get a bit more contamination in the rear. I can see here those dark specks. That's another one right there. So yeah, that'll take care of that. We're gonna rinse that off. Then it's gonna be time to dry the vehicle and apply a topper. All right, guys, so the vehicle is completely washed and decontaminated. Now it's time to dry it. Of course, having a ceramic coating on top really helps with the drying stage. Now, you guys know I have my Ego blower. This is the Ego 650, and it's a cordless blower, but I added this unit. This is the APEXAIRE stubby nozzle, so much shorter with, of course, the blower band. This is a rubber add-on that you add on top so you don't damage or scratch the paint if you accidentally hit the paintwork. But yeah, this stubby, I was one of the first to pre-order from Obsessed Garage. That's where I got it. By the way, all the links to the tools and products are in the description under the video. But this is to replace the stock tube. Look how much longer this is in comparison, right? Like, oh my God. So this just makes the drawing experience a lot simpler. Also, by the way, quick fix. These are the first production run units. So on the tip here, I added 2 strips of electric tape to make the joint a bit tighter. So for the fitment to be better, I spoke with the folks over at APEXAIRE, and now it clicks in solid. And as you can tell, there's much less play. So just as much play as the stock tube. So that's a quick tip for you. And you go ahead and you dry the vehicle, but now it can be a lot closer. And of course, well, it makes drying vehicles a lot easier because this is a shorter stubby. And here we go. That's part of the beauty of having a ceramic coating, guys. You can dry the vehicle in a matter of seconds. So let me finish this off. We're going to apply the topper and look at the end results. All right, guys, final results reveal. And as you can tell, it came out absolutely gorgeous, right? Look at the reflections over there. It looks dripping wet, crystal clear. Happy to report that the APEX Metal Oxide Coating is doing fantastically well, despite my father not really doing any form of maintenance spray on this. I'm gonna have to continue to put it in his mind that it is absolutely needed. So your results may vary, of course, if you neglect your ceramic coatings and don't apply a silica spray sealant every 2 to 3 months, or as required by the specific coating you're applying. It might start to fail at some places, but here I'm happy to report that I think the performance is still 95% of what it was initially during the fresh application. So we were able to restore the beading and sheeting. Not much marring on the paint. So my dad did an okay job with washing the car every now and then. I gave him a proper microfiber wash mitt. Of course, gave him all my tips and tricks. I even gave him my previous Ego 580 blower, cordless blower, so he can blow dry his car, so no contact minimizes the chances of marring the paint during the drying stage. But what do you guys think? What has been your experience, by the way, for those of you who applied either the 1-year APEX coating or this 5-year metal oxide coating? Let me know in the comment section under the video. So far, a big thumbs up. I remind you again, this is not a sponsored video. Nobody paid for this. This is just my opinion. The wheels and tires, the wheel wells, the fender wells, everything was properly cleaned. And we applied the REHYDRA-SHEET topper at the end. So hopefully to get a few more months of protection. And for them, I selected the sheeting. So this is the APEX Metal Oxide Coating. So this is the surface protection that we applied on the paintwork. Only 1 layer is required. And for maintenance today, REHYDRA-SHEET, again from APEX Surface Protection. This is a sheeting type sealant. So the water sheds in a quick sheet. I know a lot of people like that. And so, yeah, these are the end results. Again, all the links to the tools and products in the description under the video. For those of you who haven't done so yet, if you're new to my channel, consider clicking the subscribe button that's found under this video. And that way you'll subscribe to my channel, never miss my future videos. If you guys want to encourage my channel, hit the the thumbs up button. That always shows me your support. And in the meantime, don't forget, keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.